My beloved child, my precious chosen one, listen closely to the whisper in your spirit, for this moment has been orchestrated by my hand long before you drew your first breath. You are not here by a random stroke of luck, nor are you here because of a glitch in an algorithm. You are here because I, the creator of the stars and the weaver of destiny, have summoned you to this sacred encounter. I have seen you searching in the dark, wandering through the digital wilderness, looking for a sign, a spark, or a reason to keep going. This is that sign. The gates of heaven are swinging wide at this very second, and the golden light of my favor is beginning to spill over into the dark, hidden corners of your life. Every tear you have shed in the silence of the night has been collected in my jar, and every prayer you thought went unanswered was actually a seed being nurtured in the fertile soil of my perfect timing. The season of waiting, those long, grueling years of being overlooked, undervalued, and pushed aside, is coming to an abrupt and glorious end. I am signing a decree today that no man, no demon, and no earthly power can ever overturn. This is your divine appointment, a meeting scheduled before the foundation of the world, designed specifically to pivot your path from the valley of struggle to the mountain of sovereignty. Before I reveal the magnificent blessing I am releasing into your hands, I want you to acknowledge my presence and claim your place in this miracle. Type "I am here, Lord," or 7007 in the comments right now to open the portals of your heart. Join this family of light by subscribing and pressing the like button to signal your agreement with heaven's plan for your life. Can you feel the shift in the atmosphere around you? There is a heavy weight being lifted off your chest even as you hear my words. For too long you have lived under the suffocating shadow of not yet. You have watched from the sidelines as others received their breakthroughs, wondering when your turn would finally come. But I tell you today, with the authority of the one who commands the morning, that your delay was never a denial. It was a divine protection and a necessary period of preparation. I was building within you a character deep enough and a spirit strong enough to carry the massive weight of the glory I am about to bestow upon you. The decree of your restoration has been signed in the high courts of heaven, written in light and sealed with the promise of my eternal love. What was blocked is now being cleared. What was stolen by the enemy of your soul is being restored to you sevenfold. You are stepping into a realm of suddenly, where the prayers of a decade will find their answer in the span of a single day. This message is the bridge between your past trials and your future triumphs. Do not turn away, and do not let the distractions of the world pull you from this frequency, for within these words lies the very key to your miracle. You are my chosen one, and today the inheritance that has been held back by the chains of the past is being released into your present reality. The doors that were slammed in your face are being torn off their hinges to make way for your arrival. Believe it, receive it, for I am the God who speaks, and when I speak, the universe must obey. My child, I have watched you carry the weight of the world on your shoulders for far too long. I have seen the way your spirit has grown heavy like a bird with clipped wings trying to reach the sun. There is a weariness in you that sleep cannot touch, a tiredness that has seeped into your very bones. I have been there in the quiet moments when you felt the crushing pressure of responsibilities that were never meant for you to bear alone. I have seen you put on a brave face for the world, smiling while your heart was breaking, and standing tall while your knees were trembling from the sheer force of the storm. You have been so strong for everyone else, being the pillar, the provider, the listener, and the one who holds everything together. But I know that behind the curtain of your public strength, there is a private exhaustion that screams for rest. I want you to know that I have not missed a single moment of your struggle. I was there when you sat in your car, unable to go inside because the burden felt too heavy. I was there when you stared at the ceiling at 3 a.m., wondering how you would survive another day. This exhaustion is not a sign of your weakness, but a testimony to how long you have been fighting a battle that was meant to be mine. I am here now to take that weight from you. I am here to be the strength that you can no longer find within yourself, for my power is made perfect in your weakness. I saw you when the tears fell silently down your cheeks because you didn't have the words to pray anymore. I saw you when you knelt on the cold floor begging for a way out of the maze you've been trapped in. I saw you when you felt so invisible that you wondered if your existence even mattered to the universe. I saw you when you were pushed to your breaking point and yet you chose to be kind to someone else who was hurting. Every moment of your silent endurance has been recorded in the annals of my kingdom. I saw the exhaustion in your eyes when you looked in the mirror this morning, searching for a glimmer of the person you used to be before the world tried to dim your light. I saw the way you held your breath, hoping for a miracle that seemed to never come. But listen to my voice now, those tears were not wasted. They were watering the seeds of a resilience you didn't know you possessed. You are not breaking. You are being broken open so that my glory can shine through the cracks. The world sees your fatigue and calls it defeat, but I see your fatigue and I call it the labor pains of your destiny. You are on the verge of a spiritual shift that will turn your mourning into dancing and your heaviness into a garment of praise. I am reaching down into the depths of your weariness right now, and I am breathing my life-giving spirit into your soul. You will run and not grow weary. You will walk and not faint, for I am the eternal source of your energy. Do you feel the warmth of my embrace beginning to melt the ice around your heart? This is the moment where you stop trying to fix it all on your own. You have been a soldier for so long that you have forgotten how to be a child. My child, I am inviting you to lay down your armor at my feet. You don't have to prove anything to me. You don't have to earn my love or my help through your labor. I love you because you are mine, not because of what you do. I am your refuge, your high tower, and your resting place. As you listen to these words, let the tension leave your neck, let the worry drain from your mind, and let the peace that surpasses all understanding flood your spirit. The exhaustion you feel is the end of an old cycle and the beginning of a new rhythm of grace. You are being built into something far more beautiful than you can imagine, and this season of hiding and hurting is coming to a close. I am restoring your joy, I am renewing your mind, and I am refueling your purpose. If you can feel this restoration happening in your soul, do not stay silent. Join this family of believers and press the like button to signal your agreement with heaven's peace. Subscribe to this channel to stay connected to my daily whispers, for I have so much more to tell you. This is the first step toward the inheritance that has your name on it. Your rest is not a luxury. It is a divine requirement for the journey ahead. Breathe in my peace and know that I am God and I am in control. My beloved, I have seen the scars that no one else can see. I was there when the kiss of betrayal landed on your cheek from the very person you would have given your life for. I watched the door close behind those who promised to stay through the fire but fled at the first sign of smoke. I felt the sharp sting in your heart when the ones you carried on your back, the ones you fed from your own plate when you had little, turned their backs on you when your well ran dry. I saw the coldness in their eyes, the whispers behind your back, and the way they walked away as if you were a stranger once you could no longer serve their interests. The betrayal of a friend, a partner, or a family member is a wound that goes deeper than any physical blow, and I have felt every throb of that pain alongside you. You are not alone in your isolation, for even as they left, I stepped closer. I have been your silent witness in the moments when you asked, "Why me? And what did I do to deserve this?" You did nothing to deserve the cruelty of others, but you have everything to gain from the comfort I am pouring out upon you right now. I am the god who was betrayed for 30 pieces of silver, so believe me when I say I understand the weight of your loneliness. You have been sitting in the silence of an empty house or the noise of a crowd where no one truly knows you, feeling like a ghost in your own life. You wonder why the people you loved most could be so cruel, why they could forget all the sacrifices you made, and why they seem to be thriving while you are left to pick up the pieces. But I want you to hear this truth: their departure was my deliverance. I allowed the Judas in your life to reveal themselves because where I am taking you, they cannot go. Their betrayal was the pruning hook I used to remove the branches that would have stifled your growth. I am clearing the space around you so that only those who can handle the weight of your future glory will remain. Place your hand upon your heart right now. I am stitching the wounds of abandonment and pouring the oil of joy into the places where bitterness tried to take root. As I heal these wounds, do not let your heart be hardened by the coldness of others. Your capacity to love is a gift from me, and the enemy tried to steal it by using the people you trusted most. But I am your vindicator. I will make your righteousness shine like the dawn, and your justice like the noonday sun. Those who mocked you in your season of lack will be the same ones who witness your season of abundance from a distance. If you are receiving this healing and you feel the shackles of past betrayals falling off your spirit, do not keep this peace to yourself. Press the like button right now to affirm that you are letting go of the pain. Subscribe to this sanctuary of light to ensure your soul is fed daily with the truth of my love. By doing so, you are signaling to the heavens that you are ready to move from the isolation of the past into the fellowship of my presence. I am your best friend, the one who sticks closer than a brother, and I will never leave you nor forsake you, nor. The isolation you feel right now is not a prison, it is a womb. It is the secret place where I am refining your spirit and sharpening your discernment. You are being prepared for a level of influence where you will need to know who is for you and who is only for what you have. I am surrounding you with a hedge of protection and a new family, a tribe of believers who will see your worth and honor the mantle on your life. Do not look back at the ones who walked away. Do not waste another tear on those who were only meant to be a chapter, not the whole book. Your future is not behind you. It is straight ahead, paved with my favor and lit by my glory. I am turning your loneliness into a divine solitude where you can hear my voice clearly guiding you to the inheritance that is rightfully yours. The sting of Judas is fading and the crown of a victor is being prepared for your head. Breathe in this truth and let the peace of my presence wash away the memory of the rejection. You are chosen, you are loved, and you are never truly alone. My child, I have seen the sweat on your brow and the exhaustion in your hands as you have labored in fields that seem to yield nothing but thorns and thistles. I have watched you plant seeds of hard work, integrity, and faith only to see the frost of lack wither them before they could even sprout. You have been living in a season where it feels as though the heavens are made of brass and the earth beneath your feet is made of iron. I know the frustration of seeing your resources vanish as quickly as they arrive, like water poured into a bag with holes. You manage to make ends meet, but the ends are always fraying, and there is never enough for the rest, the joy or the overflow I intended for you. I have seen you look at your bank account with a heavy heart, wondering why the math of your life never seems to add up to the promises I have made. This frozen harvest is not a reflection of your worth or your effort. It is a spiritual barrier that has tried to keep you in a state of perpetual survival, far from the thriving life I have planned for you. I have heard the silent sighs you release when the bills arrive and the anxiety that tightens your chest when you think about your future. You have done everything right. You have been faithful with the little, yet it feels as though a wall of ice has been erected between you and the prosperity that others seem to find so easily. I have seen you compare your journey to those around you, feeling the pang of shame as you struggle while they succeed. But hear me now. I was not absent during your winter. I was the one keeping you alive when the resources were low. I was the one stretching the little you had so that you would not fail. This season of the frozen harvest was a time of deep rooting. Just as the most resilient trees grow their roots deepest in the coldest winters, I have been grounding your soul so that when the sudden thaw comes, you will not be uprooted by the weight of the massive blessing I am preparing to drop into your life. The season of drought is being commanded to leave your territory. I am the Lord of the harvest, and I am speaking a word of warmth into your financial winter. The ice is cracking. The invisible walls that have blocked your advancement are being dismantled by my heavenly hosts at this very moment. You are moving from a season of not enough to a season of more than enough. I am opening the windows of heaven to pour out a blessing so great that you will not have room enough to receive it. But before the floodgates open, I want to see your faith in action. Do not let the spirit of lack silence your praise. If you believe that your harvest is being unfrozen right now, type "My overflow is coming" or 888 in the comments to claim your new beginning. Press the like button and subscribe to this channel as an act of faith, signaling that you are stepping out of the winter and into the springtime of my favor. Your pockets will no longer have holes and your storehouses will be filled with plenty, for I am the God who provides, and your time of lack is officially over. My child, you have often wondered why the path has been so steep and why the winds have blown so fiercely against your face. You must understand that you are not merely fighting a battle of flesh and blood. Your struggle is not against the people who hurt you, the banks that deny you, or the circumstances that limit you. There is a conspiracy of shadows, a spiritual opposition that has watched the light I placed within you since the moment of your conception. The enemy of your soul does not attack those who are no threat. He attacks those who carry the seeds of a kingdom-shaking destiny. He saw the divine inheritance I wrote in your name, and he has spent seasons trying to convince you that it does not exist. He has orchestrated delays and whispered lies into the quiet moments of your mind, hoping you would grow weary and abandon the very promise that is currently knocking at your door. But I am here to pull back the curtain and show you the truth. The intensity of the opposition is only a confirmation of the magnitude of your treasure. The shadows have tried to build a fortress of doubt around your heart, making you feel as though you are forgotten or being punished. They use the language of never and too late to keep you paralyzed in your current state. They have tried to cloud your vision so you cannot see the chariots of fire that I have stationed around you. Remember, my beloved, your words are seeds, and the enemy knows this. He tries to get you to speak death over your dreams and lack over your life. He wants you to agree with the darkness, but I am calling you to come into agreement with my light. I have watched every mental battle you have fought, every time you had to silence the voice of despair with a shaky breath of faith. You are a warrior who has been fighting in the dark, but the dawn is breaking. The conspiracy against your peace and your provision is being dismantled by my voice. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against you in judgment I shall condemn. The reason the shadows have conspired so heavily against you is because you carry a royalty they cannot comprehend. You are a threat to the kingdom of darkness because your breakthrough will liberate not just you, but your entire bloodline. They are terrified of the moment you realize who you truly are in me. This is why the attacks on your mind have been so relentless, aiming to make you feel small, unworthy, and defeated. But hear me, the decree has been issued in the highest courts. The conspiracy is broken. If you can feel the truth of these words penetrating the fog of your mind, do not let this moment pass without an act of faith. The shadows tremble when you declare your trust in me. Type "I believe" or 777 in the comments right now to signal to the spiritual realm that you are no longer a victim of their lies. By doing this, you are planting your feet on the rock and refusing to be moved. This is your moment to stand firm and reclaim the ground that was stolen from you. Be still and know that I am God, the one who scatters the darkness with a single word. The schemes that were plotted against your finances, your health, and your family in the secret places are being exposed to my light. The enemy thought he could wear you down by making the journey long and the path lonely, but he underestimated the strength I have woven into your spirit. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a victor in training. Every arrow of doubt that was shot at you is being turned into a stepping stone for your advancement. The very things the shadows tried to use to destroy you are the things I am using to promote you. Rest in the knowledge that my presence is a shield around you, a glory within you, and the lifter of your head. The conspiracy is over. Your inheritance is secure and the light is flooding back into every area where darkness once reigned. Take a deep breath and feel the weight of that opposition dissolving into nothingness. My precious one, do you know why the fire has been so hot? It is because I am not refining common lead. I am refining pure gold. A common stone is left on the ground untouched and ignored, but a diamond is cut, polished, and subjected to immense pressure to reveal the brilliance hidden within. You have asked me in the middle of your darkest nights, Lord, why is my life so hard? While you see others coasting through their days without a care. It is because you are a vessel of great value, and I do not give big assignments to small souls. The intensity of your struggle is the undeniable proof of your significance in my kingdom. You were chosen for this specific time, this specific generation, and this specific battle because I knew you had the spirit of a champion woven into your very DNA. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. The very scars that you try to hide, the ones that remind you of your deepest pains, are actually your credentials for the destiny you are about to inherit. You carry a royal DNA that makes the darkness tremble every time you wake up. When the enemy looks at you, he does not see your mistakes, your insecurities, or your current bank balance. He sees the terrifying potential of who you are becoming. He sees the light of my spirit burning within you, and he knows that if you ever realize your true power, his influence over your life will vanish like smoke in the wind. That is why the resistance against you has been so persistent and so personal. But I am here to tell you that your identity is not defined by what you have lost, nor is it defined by what others have said about you. You are the head and not the tail. You are the lender and not the borrower. You are more than a conqueror through the one who loves you with an everlasting love. Before you were even formed in your mother's womb, I knew you, I sanctified you, and I ordained you for a purpose that exceeds your wildest imagination. Stop looking at your current situation as your final destination. It is merely the training ground where I am developing the spiritual muscles you will need for the throne I have prepared for you. As I speak these truths into your heart, do you feel the stirring of your true self? The you that hasn't been crushed by the world is rising up. If you are ready to embrace your identity as my chosen one and walk in the authority I have given you, do not stay silent. Join this family of light by pressing the like button and subscribing to this channel right now. This is more than a simple action. It is a declaration in the spiritual realm that you are standing with me and claiming your royal heritage. By doing so, you are telling the universe that you no longer accept the label of victim because you are a victor. I am calling you to come higher, to step out of the shadows of doubt and into the sunlight of my favor. You are a divine solution to a problem that exists in the world right now. There are people whose deliverance is tied to your breakthrough, and there are doors that will only open when you walk toward them with the confidence of a child of the King. You have been a diamond in the rough for long enough. The polishing process is reaching its climax, and soon the world will see the radiance I have been crafting in the secret place of your suffering. Do not be afraid of the magnitude of your calling. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Your worth is not measured by earthly standards, but by the price that was paid for your soul. You are priceless. You are chosen. You are mine. Take a deep breath and feel your spirit aligning with this truth. The identity you thought was lost is being restored, and with it comes the power to possess the inheritance that has been waiting for you. My child, have you ever felt as though you are running a race with invisible weights tied to your ankles? Have you noticed patterns in your family cycles of poverty? Sudden losses, broken relationships, or spirits of infirmity that seem to repeat themselves from one generation to the next. I have seen you look at the struggles of your parents and grandparents and wonder if you are destined to walk the same narrow, dusty path of just enough or never enough. I want you to know that these are not mere coincidences. They are generational chains, old spiritual contracts, and whispers of the past that have tried to claim your future. But listen to the sound of my voice today. The blood that flows through your spirit is more powerful than the blood that flows through your veins. I am the Ancient of Days, and today I am stepping into your family line as the supreme judge to declare that the cycle stops with you. You were not born to be a carbon copy of your ancestors' pain. You were born to be the one who breaks the seal and sets a new standard of glory for everyone who comes after you. Today I am going into the deep archives of your lineage, and I am pulling out every negative decree and every dark contract that was signed by those who came before you, whether through their choices, their fears, or the things they allowed into their homes. I am striking through those ancient sentences with the light of my truth. No longer will you pay the debt for a battle you did not start. No longer will the limitations of your father or the sorrows of your mother be the boundaries of your life. I am issuing a divine restraining order against the spirit of lack that has haunted your name for decades. Remember my promise: no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against you in judgment you shall condemn. This includes the silent tongues of generational curses that have whispered you will never succeed, or you will always be alone. Those voices are being silenced forever by the roar of my love for you. You are the transition point, the pivot where the darkness of the past meets the dawn of a new eternal inheritance. If you can feel the heavy iron of those old chains beginning to snap and fall away, do not remain silent. This is a moment of spiritual transition that requires your voice. Join this family of believers by pressing the like button and subscribing to this channel right now, signaling to the heavens that you are claiming your status as a chain breaker. By doing this, you are marking your territory and telling the enemy that your bloodline now belongs to the King of Kings. I am placing a new mantle on your shoulders, a mantle of prosperity, health, and sound mind. Type "I am free" or 1212 in the comments to seal this deliverance in the presence of my angels. What was a curse in the previous generation, I am turning into a double blessing for you. You are the one I have chosen to start a new legacy of wealth that will last for 1,000 generations. The wall has been torn down. The debt has been canceled, and your path is finally clear. Walk forward, my child, for the ground you step on is now holy and blessed. My child, hear the sound of the gavel striking in the highest courts of heaven. I have issued a divine decree regarding your finances, a decree that carries the signature of the Almighty. You have been seeing the numbers 1111 and 2222 on your clocks, on your receipts, and even in your dreams. These are not mere coincidences. They are the markers of my divine alignment. They are the bells of heaven ringing to tell you that your time of lack has expired and your season of abundance has officially begun. I am moving right now to synchronize your life with the wealth that has been stored up for you since before the world began. In the next 7 days, you will begin to see the first ripples of this great tide. I am speaking to the north, the south, the east, and the west to release the resources that have your name on them. The delays that held back your payments, the red tape that blocked your promotions, and the shadows that hid your opportunities are being burned away by the fire of my presence. This is not a small trickle, it is a floodgate opening. I am preparing a table for you where you once found only crumbs. I am putting ideas into your mind that will generate wealth you never thought possible. Watch closely, for I am bringing back opportunities you thought were lost forever. Contracts that fell through, investments that seemed dead, and debts that felt like a life sentence. I am the God who restores the years the locusts have eaten. Expect the unexpected. There will be transfers of wealth that defy human logic. I am moving in the hearts of people you don't even know to favor you. A yes is coming from a place that previously said no. Your bank account is about to become a testimony of my goodness. Do not ask how or when, for my ways are higher than your ways. Just as I fed the thousands with 5 loaves and 2 fish, I am multiplying what you have until it overflows. The era of barely making it is over. The era of being a blessing to the nations has arrived. But remember, my child, your faith is the currency of my kingdom. I need you to step into this prophecy with a heart full of expectation. Do not let the spirit of doubt steal the seed I am planting in your spirit right now. If you believe that I am shifting your financial atmosphere and breaking the spirit of poverty over your life, do not stay silent. This is your moment to declare your citizenship in a kingdom of limitless supply. Type 1, receive my inheritance, or 1111 in the comments right now to lock this blessing into your physical reality. Press the like button and subscribe to this channel as an act of spiritual alignment. By doing so, you are telling the enemy that he no longer has a hold on your wallet, your mind, or your future. You are agreeing with the decree of the King, and what I have blessed no man can curse. As this wealth begins to flow, do not be gripped by fear. The spirit of anxiety has no place in the palace I am building for you. I am giving you the wisdom to manage the overflow and the discernment to know where to sow your seeds. You are becoming a conduit of my grace. Every resource that comes to you will be a tool for my glory and a shield for your family. The struggle that defined your past will soon be a distant memory compared to the peace that will define your future. I am closing the chapter of debt and opening the chapter of sovereignty. Your name is being spoken in rooms where you haven't even entered yet. Your reputation is being restored and your credit is being healed by my favor. Walk with your head held high, for you are the heir to a kingdom that knows no lack. The decree is signed, the angels are dispatched. The 1111 shift is yours. My precious child, I have seen the looks of disdain cast your way by those who thought you would never amount to anything. I heard the laughter behind your back when you stumbled, and I saw the way they whispered that your faith was in vain. I was there when you were excluded from the table, when you were treated as an afterthought, and when your name was dragged through the dirt by people you once called friends. They judged you based on your season of pruning, not realizing that I was simply preparing you for a season of blooming. They saw your silence as weakness and your struggle as failure. But I tell you today, I am the God of justice, and I have not forgotten the way you were treated. I am moving right now to restore your honor in the very places where you were shamed. Those who sought to humiliate you will soon be the witnesses of your elevation. I am lifting your head and wrapping you in a robe of dignity that no earthly critic can ever tear away. I am preparing a table for you in the very presence of your enemies. Think of this, I do not hide you away in a secret room to bless you. I prepare a banquet in the open where the ones who doubted you must sit and watch as I pour the oil of my favor over your head. I am making your cup run over with so much goodness that those who once mocked your lack will be forced to acknowledge my hand upon your life. This is the moment of your public vindication. You will not have to say a single word to defend yourself, for your success will be the only answer they need. I am turning the tables of injustice. The promotion that was given to another will find its way back to you. The recognition that was stolen will be restored with interest. You are moving from the back of the line to the front not because of your own striving, but because I have decided it is time for your name to be honored. The very ground where you were once rejected is becoming the foundation of your greatest triumph. Do you feel the shift in your standing? The shame is falling off you like old tattered rags, and a new garment of authority is being placed upon you. This vindication is a sign of my covenant with you. If you believe that your season of being overlooked is over and you are ready to sit at the table I have prepared, do not remain silent. This is a moment of divine agreement. Press the like button and subscribe to this channel right now to affirm that you are a child of the King, destined for honor and not for shame. By joining this family of light, you are signaling to the world that your identity is rooted in my truth, not in their opinions. Type "I am honored" or 777 in the comments to seal this restoration of your name. Your reputation is safe in my hands, and I am making it shine brighter than it ever has before. Those who stood against you will see you and be amazed, for they will see not just your wealth or your success, but the unmistakable radiance of my glory reflecting from your face. They will wonder how you survived the fire, and they will realize that you didn't just survive, you were made fireproof. I am giving you a seat of influence that will leave your critics speechless. You are no longer the one begging for a place at the table. You are the one I have invited to sit at my right hand. Your enemies will see that the one they tried to bury was actually a seed, and that seed has now grown into a mighty oak of righteousness. Rest in this truth: your vindication is not a matter of if, but when, and that when is starting today. The table is set, the oil is poured, and your seat is waiting. Walk into your honor with a spirit of humility and a heart full of praise, for I have dealt bountifully with you. My child, listen to the rhythm of your heart as I speak these words to you. Within the next 12 hours, you are going to experience a surge of joy that defies human explanation. I am sending a wave of my spirit to wash away the gray fog that has settled over your mind for so long. You have been living in a state of high alert, your nerves frayed by constant worry and the heavy anticipation of the next disaster. But right now, I am commanding those waves to be still. This joy is not coming from a change in your bank account or a phone call from a friend, though those things are coming. It is coming directly from my throne. It is a supernatural buoyancy that will lift your head and put a song back into your spirit. You will wake up, or perhaps even as you listen now, you will feel a lightness in your chest that you haven't felt in years. The heavy cloak of what if is being replaced by the golden mantle of it is well. This is the joy of the Lord, and it is your strength. I want you to pay attention to the subtle shifts in your environment as the hours unfold. You will find yourself smiling at things that used to frustrate you. You will find yourself breathing deeper, seeing the colors of the world more vividly, as if a veil has been lifted from your eyes. This is the 12-hour surge of divine delight. I am recalibrating your emotional state so that you can handle the massive blessings that are about to land in your life. Joy is the atmosphere of heaven, and I am bringing heaven down to your living room, your workplace, and your car. If you can feel this spiritual electricity starting to move through your soul, don't let the moment slip away. Join this family of light by pressing the like button and subscribing to this channel right now. By doing this, you are opening your sails to the wind of my spirit. You are declaring that you are ready to be happy again regardless of what the shadows say. This act of faith signals to the universe that you have chosen my frequency over the frequency of fear. The enemy wanted you paralyzed by depression and silenced by sorrow, but I am breaking that seal tonight. I am pouring the oil of gladness into every dry and brittle place in your heart. You have forgotten what it feels like to be truly at peace, but I am reminding you. This 12-hour surge is a sign that the battle for your mind has been won. You are no longer a prisoner of your thoughts. You are a master of your peace through me. As the clock ticks forward, watch how the tension in your jaw dissolves and how the light returns to your eyes. This is my gift to you, my precious one, a foretaste of the legacy of joy that is your birthright. To lock this surge into your life, type I choose joy or 555 in the comments below. Let your words echo in the heavens. This is your new reality. The weeping may have endured for a night, but your morning has finally arrived. Trust the process, trust the feeling, and most importantly, trust me. Your heart is being mended in real time. My beloved child, as the gates of provision swing open and the flood of my abundance begins to pour into your life, I want you to listen with a heart of wisdom. I am not just giving you a temporary escape from your bills or a fleeting moment of comfort. I am entrusting you with a kingdom resource. Real blessings are heavy and they require strong shoulders and a steady spirit to carry them. For a long time, I have been watching how you handled the little things, the few coins in your pocket, the small opportunities, and the moments when you had nothing but still chose to be kind. That was your entrance exam for the much that is arriving now. I have been preparing you to handle the weight of this blessing so that it does not crush you, but rather elevates you and those around you. You are no longer just a survivor. You are becoming a steward of my grace. I am giving you the power to get wealth, not so you can build walls around yourself, but so you can build bridges for others who are still lost in the valley where you once walked. I want you to see yourself as a river, not a reservoir. A reservoir holds onto everything it receives, eventually becoming stagnant and still. But a river is vibrant and full of life because it allows the water to flow through it. As the financial inheritance flows into your hands, let it flow out to be a blessing. I will give you the discernment to know who to help, where to sow, and how to protect the legacy I am building through you. You are being trained to manage the overflow with excellence. Do not let the spirit of fear tell you that this supply will run dry. And do not let the spirit of greed tell you to hoard it. I am the eternal source, and as long as you remain a conduit for my goodness, the flow will never cease. I am teaching you the secrets of divine multiplication. When you use what I give you to heal the broken, feed the hungry, and support the light, I will make sure your own cup is always brimming over. You are stepping into a legacy that will provide for your children and your children's children. As you prepare your heart for this level of stewardship, remember that your connection to me is the anchor that keeps you from drifting in the tide of prosperity. If you are ready to be a vessel of my overflow and you commit to using your blessing for my glory, do not stay silent. Join this family of faith and press the like button right now to signal your agreement with heaven's economy. Subscribe to this channel to stay grounded in the wisdom I am pouring out daily. By doing this, you are telling the universe that you are not just seeking a handout, but you are seeking to be a hand up for others. This act of alignment ensures that the wealth I am sending you will be accompanied by peace, not sorrow. Type I am a vessel of blessing in the comments to seal this commitment. You are being promoted to a position of great influence, and I am with you, guiding your every decision. Your hands are being blessed right now. Every project you touch, every idea you cultivate, and every investment you make will carry the scent of my favor. I am giving you a Midas touch rooted in my spirit. You will find yourself making decisions with a clarity you never had before, seeing opportunities where others see obstacles. This overflow is meant to give you a seat at the tables of influence so you can speak for those who have no voice and bring light into the corridors of power. Do not be intimidated by the scale of what I am doing. You were born for this level of impact. I am stripping away the poverty mindset that has limited your vision and replacing it with a kingdom mindset that sees no lack. Walk in this new authority, manage the overflow with gratitude, and watch as I do exceedingly and abundantly above all you could ask or think. The legacy has begun, and it is more magnificent than you ever dreamed. My beloved, we have reached the sacred threshold of your transformation. Hear me clearly, it is finished. The words that echoed through eternity are now vibrating in the very atoms of your life. Every word I have spoken to you today is not merely a hope or a wish. It is a spiritual law that has been set in motion. The decree for your financial inheritance, the healing of your heart, and the breaking of your generational chains is now irrevocable. It has been signed in the high courts of heaven, witnessed by the host of angels, and sealed by my own hand. The enemy may try to whisper that nothing has changed, but the spirit realm knows the truth. The foundations of your old life have been dismantled, and the cornerstone of your new kingdom has been laid. Do not let the physical world deceive you by its temporary silence. Beneath the surface, the roots of your blessing are drinking from the river of my grace and preparing to burst forth in a display of glory that will leave the world in awe. As you step away from this moment and back into your day, do not carry the ghost of your former self with you. The person who began listening to this message is not the person who is finishing it. You have been recalibrated. You have been vindicated. You have been filled with a joy that the world did not give and cannot take away. Walk with the posture of royalty, for you are no longer a beggar at the gates of life. You are the heir to the throne. The hidden season is over. You are coming out of the shadows and into the light of a public favor that will manifest in your bank account, your relationships, and your inner peace. Every step you take from this moment forward is ordered by my wisdom. You are protected by a hedge of fire that no darkness can penetrate. The struggle that once defined you is now the platform from which you will proclaim my goodness to the nations. Now it is time to place the final seal upon this prophecy, so that it remains locked into your destiny forever. Do not let this word be stolen by the distractions of the world. Type Amen, or it is done in the comments right now to confirm that you accept this new beginning. Seal this inheritance by typing I claim my inheritance or 1111 to signal to the heavens that the transaction is complete. And if you have felt my presence today, join this family of light one last time by pressing the like button and subscribing to this channel. By doing so, you are ensuring that your soul remains connected to the daily bread of my whispers. Your subscription is your commitment to continue walking the path of the chosen one, and your like is your signature on the divine contract we have made today. We are building a legacy together, and this is just the first page of the most beautiful chapter of your life. But listen closely, my child, for this is not the end of our journey. It is merely the beginning of your ascension. There are deeper mysteries I have yet to reveal to you, secrets about a divine protection so powerful that it makes you invisible to the schemes of the enemy. There is another level of your inheritance that deals not just with your wealth, but with a supernatural authority to change the atmosphere wherever you go. I have a secret I want to share with you in our next encounter, a revelation about the invisible shield that will guard your family in the coming days. For now, rest in the knowledge that you are loved, you are provided for, and you are finally free. Go in peace, walk in power, and remember that I am with you always and forever. It is done.